Greetings everyone, this is Jacob Folger, artist sculptor, and today we're going to make this frog riding on a turtle, and we're going to do it with Amaco brand air dry clay. This is a really nice clay, very easy to work with, I love it, and we're going to be using a few tools, a paintbrush, a smaller paintbrush, a couple different sculpting tools, like this, and also a ball tool I like a lot. And you'll need a cup of water, and it's good if you have a misting bottle like this. Sorry, it's so dirty. I use it a lot and get kind of crusty with clay and that sort of thing. For the finish, we're going to be using Johnson's paste wax and Pearl X pigments in a couple different colors. There'll be a tool and supply list in the video description down below the video. It will have everything that we need for this project. The video will be accompanied by my friend Alan Bruce Ray on his Native American style flute. And in the video description down below the video, you'll find links to places where you can hear his music. So yeah. I call him Bruce. He's a nice guy, a really nice guy, and he makes beautiful music. And that's about it. If you could do me a favor, mash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you get a notification when I upload. And so, that's about it. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start off with a little ball. And press it down on the table to kind of make it flat in the bottom. And then just kind of shape it. It's, you know, kind of like maybe like a box turtle shell, kind of, you know, tall and round or oval shape. Like that. Won't look like that. And then I'm going to roll, let's see, a little bit smaller than that. I'm going to roll 4 balls, like about this size. This is going to be for his feet, total feet. Like that. Pretty simple stuff, about the same size. And then once they're all about the same size, I roll them into noodles, like that. We got 4 of those. Yeah, so what we do then is you can take either a wet, best thing I guess really is a wet tool. You know, wet your tool, score the bottom of the shell. It's probably easier just to wet the tool. I mean, you can put the score marks in and then wet them with a brush if you want. You can do it that way. It's up to you. Like that. And then you just press them into place on the bottom of the shell. Pretty simple stuff. I know it's a kind of a simple way to do it, but that's how I do it. That's how I've always done it, pretty much. So that's what it looks like. And then you can blend this in on the bottom. Just press it into place. It'll be really sturdy. Like that. Like that. And then you can also make it a little tail. I just roll it into a shape like that. And do the store the same way. Wet tool on the tail and on the shell. Push it into place. Smooth it. And you can let's see how many times I have like this. So we can kind of turn it like that. It's kind of fun, like that. We'll make the turtle's head. A little bit of clay. I wanted to have a long neck, I think. So, roll a ball like that. And then a little bit of a needle shape like that. And then hold it between your fingers like that. I really like working with this clay. It's got a real kind of a milky, smooth, nice texture. So yeah, we need something like that. So yeah, just kind of. I definitely wanted it to be really cute, right? So, how do I do that? Well, one thing I like is a short nose. And, make the indentations for the eyes there like that. And then, I take practice. Just practice. Just sit down one day, make a bunch of eyes. A ball in there. That one's too big, so I have to limit that a little bit. Like that. Little paintbrush. Make sure it doesn't have any gunk on it, no clay on it. Really good. Like that. Like that. And then a little tiny needle over top. Blend it in. A tiny needle. Blend it in. I like to go back and just do the pupils a little bit so they go up under the eyelids, like that. Then a clean tool. My clean tool. What do you think? It's not that hard. You can do it. You just have to try. You can do it. Let's give it a shot. And then when you're doing the smoothing around the face, just use a little tiny bit of water. Don't use that much. And if you're afraid of messing up, don't put any holes in. Don't put any nose holes. But if you're brave, you can go ahead and do it. Oh. Okay. Wet tool. 4. And 4. On the bottom like this. Blend it in. Hey Bear, how you doing? Okay. Make a frog. Then we start off with a ball like this. Position our fingers like this. And then roll it back and forth. And then what that does is that shapes the beginning of the head, the neck, and the body. And then I just like to kind of keep things smooth as I go. I squeeze out here. Like that, and that forms the shape of his mouth, the front of his face. Then I want to roll 2 balls. Same size. And these for the eye casings. Like that. And just put them on here. And then smooth them or blend them into the head. All the way around. And then what you can't get, like in there, in the middle, you take like a brush, paintbrush handle. What I like to do when I'm doing this part, the eyes and eye casing, I like to get as smooth as I can before I start, sculpting the eye pupils and all that stuff. Because once you're doing that, it's kind of hard to get back in there with a brush without messing it up. So I like to try to get all that worked out before I start doing the eyeballs and all that. So it's going to look like that. And then I'm going to take the balls. So always make sure your tools are clean, because if they get gunk on them, clay on them, problematic. So I just press in. And like that. Like that. And two little balls for the people. Too big. That's good. Like that. Clean tool, right? Like that. I like them. I don't put smiles or anything on my products. I like them just to have this kind of funky, not funky, but funny, like curious look. And I do like them to look right at you. You know, he's looking right at you. Hey, what up? Okay, so and score the top of the shell where he's going to go, and his bottom here. I didn't like the tool that time, so I'm going to use a little bit of water on here. And I'm pressing in. It's on there really good. And then I want to, okay, I'm going to roll the ball and then roll the needle. Like that. And put it here. And blend it in. Like that. We can move his head out of the way a little bit. Then get another little bit of clay, a little ball, and a needle. Like that. Maybe a little skinnier. Maybe about the same length. On here. Put it in. Also can maybe take a ball tool and just soften that line there, there. Soften it a little bit. Get rid of any rough spots on the feet. And then across the feet. Like that. It's hanging out on there, you know? like that. If your clay is getting a little stiff on you, I think a good idea to give it a little spritz, eh? A little bit of water. Don't want it to get too dry now. Alright. Take a little ball, roll it into a noodle, and this will be for the arm. Like that. I'm going to go like this. Pick that up. Luckily, if you can't avoid, really enjoying that. Turn it around. Blend it really good. I'm going to head up and then kind of turn it and then have it like tilt it a little bit. I don't really like how that looks, so I'll change my mind. I want it to be a little bit more natural. More like that, maybe. Takes some, that part takes a little bit of work. Okay, and then I'll do the other one. Okay, and then a bit of water. Be careful around the eyes, definitely. And not a lot of water on your brush, just a little bit. So go around and smooth it really good. Okay, so here they are. And I've gone pretty smooth. And so now I'm just getting ready to finish up the sculpture. So what I like to do is have them both looking right at me. See how they're looking right at us? Like this? Okay. I'm going to turn his head a little bit. Just so he looks kind of curious. And they're both looking right at me, so that's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my oven on warm. And, crack here. Let them dry out just to the touch for about a half hour. I wouldn't do that for a long time. A half hour would be okay, but not, don't do it for hours on end. Just warm them up so they want to dry to the touch, and then we can do a finish on them. Okay, I'm back, and my turtle and frog are dry to the touch, enough for me to be able to do a finish. I'm going to do a very colorful finish on them, and the base coat for that is black. I'm using Benjamin Moore black acrylic paint, and I want to work it into all the detail and do 2 coats. And it's a really good idea if you look at it from all directions while you're doing this, because you want to get every bit of the paint, of the clay covered. And then we'll come back. Okay, we're back, and we got our little guys are black now. We're going to use Johnson's Paste Wax and Pearl X Pigments in a couple different colors. Take a look in the video description down below the video, and you'll find the tool and supply list with everything that we're using today. Okay? Okay, so what I do is I get a little wax on my brush, and then I dab it off a little bit. Then I dip it into my color, like that. And I dab that off a little bit. And then I just paint it on. And I do kind of like a antique look. I'm not looking to cover all the black or whatever. I'm just trying to do kind of a subdued look. And this is kind of a pretty color. It's called Duo Red Blue, and it actually looks pink in the jar, but then it goes on kind of pink blue, and depending on the way the light hits it, it can appear purple and even other colors. It's really kind of neat. I try to do the whole thing, the bottom, the top, everything. And then clean my brush really good. And I'm going to spring green. A little bit of wax, dab it off, get a little bit of green, dab it off, and I'll do the frog. I don't try not to get his eyes, because his eyes are going in bronze. This is kind of a signature finish for my certain frogs. This is one of my frog folk, I call them frog folks. And they've always been kind of a similar paint, similar finish. Green with bronze eyes. And just want to get the face a little bit better. Now what I do is I get a little bit of the wax on my finger, swirl it with my thumb, get a little bronze on my finger, swirl that with my thumb, and then just touch the eyes. And then I'll get a little wax, a little green. I'll just touch up where I hit the green. And then what I'll do is I'll get a little bit of the wax and bronze, swirl it really good on my finger, and I'll just kind of highlight the turtle a little bit with the bronze here and there. Those are just kind of pretty, you know. I like to do that. And then we got one more ingredient to finish in a minute. The final part of this finish is to take a soft cloth and really gently just rub it or buff it. Keeping in mind that Johnson's is paste wax, and it brings out a really nice shine or sheen. Would prefer to call it a sheen. And you have to be gentle though with it. And it also makes the colors just really, really pop and just look really beautiful. Okay, we're back, and I wanted to show you this up close. Turned out really nice. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for coming along and letting me show you how to do this. Please give the video a like, share it with your friends and family, and leave me a comment and tell me what you think of the video, and if you like this sculpture, and if you like this kind of content, and if you have any ideas for something you'd like me to make, you can leave that also. And if you have any questions, you can leave that, and I do try to respond to all comments. I'm trying. And yeah. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.